glad to have you join us on Newsline. I am Jennifer Igwe. We have exciting stories on our lineup today and outstanding feats by Nigerians. In fact, the Guinness World Records, a global authority for record-breaking achievements, is aware that Nigerians have exceptional qualities and drive. Stay tuned to find out why they need to watch out for a new kid from Nigeria with amazing skipping skills. Are you wondering who he is? As you're wondering, we will update you with heartwarming news about a patriotic Nigerian who may not apply for the Guinness World Records, but he is getting recognition in Nigeria for voluntarily helping to make some roads in Abuja motorable, and he has been doing so consistently for 3 decades. And for students who think bullying others is okay, we have a feature that will serve as a reminder that such actions have consequences. Then, the death of a female doctor in Lagos is disturbing. The tragic incident is raising concerns on diverse issues, and our correspondent has a feature on it. We have all these and more, including news about a beautiful face and voice on NTA News many of you love, Fumi Wakama. What about her? After the news, you will find out. And Claire Adelabu Abdurazak in Abuja is smiling already. Claire, time for the news segment. Over to you.
Thank you. And talking about exceptional qualities, give it to Nigerian women, and I'm sure you'll get to know why in the course of the news. Hello and welcome. The Alumni Association of the National Institute, AANI, condemns military seizure of power in Niger Republic and supports the efforts of ECOWAS towards restoring democracy in that country. A statement by AANI through its National Publicity Secretary, Brigadier General Sani Kukasheka Usman, says ECOWAS should consider immediate and long-term implications of its actions on the people of Niger Republic and the sub-region. Now, the statement adds that addressing the root causes of the political crisis in Niger and strengthening democratic institutions are vital to achieving stability in the region. It therefore advocates diplomatic pressure and economic sanctions for peaceful resolution and return to democratic governance. Now, the Nigerian Army says it is committed to constituted authorities as the only means of promoting professionalism in the armed forces. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, stated this at the passing out of 239 officers of the Executive Commission Course 1 2023 at the Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Jaji. Dauda Mohammed reports.
Officers of Executive Course 1 2023, having undergone intensive training for 3 months in various disciplines of military tactics and instruction, are now passing out. The passing out parade witnessed the presentation of flag to Charlie as champion company during training, march past in slow and quick time, and award to the overall best cadet were the high points of the ceremony. Chief of Army Staff and Reviewing Officer, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, charged the graduating cadets to brace up for the arduous task be assigned to them as officers and pledge the Army's allegiance to the defense of democracy.
Let me at this point remind all officers and men of the Nigerian Army that subordination of the military to constituted authority remains the most fashionable means of promoting military professionalism. I'm unequivocal in my belief that the only thing better than democracy for our country in this modern era is more democracy. I therefore charge all Nigerian Army personnel to be proud champions of our flourishing democracy and remain apolitical in discharging their constitutional duty.
The graduates consist of both male and female non-commissioned officers eligible for the officer cadre. Dauda Mohammed, NTA News.
Now, in other news, the National Inland Waterways Authority, Niwa, and the Meteorological Agency of Nigeria, NIMET, are partnering on ways of enhancing safety on waterways. While signing a memorandum of understanding, the Managing Director, Niwa, George Morgalo, said information from NIMET on weather conditions will guide the authority to fulfill its mandate and reduce the spate of boat mishaps and watercraft hazards.
We have the information to work with. Information is power. When you talk about statistics, when you talk about data, that's the principal essence. Because when we have the data, for example, if we have information with regards to weather conditions, we can advise all our boat operators, don't put your vessel on the water at this time. NIMET has advised. We relate it. We also have an in-house weather department. So by the time we collaborate this information, we get the data. We distribute it to our area offices, and they give it to our critical stakeholders and keep them informed. So basically, information is key, and information is power.
So we are doing in aviation. You remember, per minute per second operation relies on our service, and we also want to continue to do this within the Nigerian Inland Waterways. We have a lot of potentials in providing early warning to safeguard and reduce extreme weather events that cause accidents and mishap of equipments and canoes, as we have witnessed recently, especially under climate change.
The Managing Director says Niwa has set up 13 rescue stations in 24 offices across the country. The Memorandum of Understanding is expected to last 2 years, but could also be reviewed. And a coalition known as the Concerned Friends Initiative says it is gratifying that Benue State is reconnected to the government at the center from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and that Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has demonstrated capacity to lead the country to greater heights. Timothy Yusuf also reports that the Civil Society Network for Good Governance, on its part, is seeking the understanding of Nigerians towards various reforms that the federal government is putting in place for the overall development of the country.
The need for Nigerians to unite and pursue a common agenda of development is the central message here. On the ministerial nominees, the Concerned Friends Initiative believes that there are still other appointments to be made and urged citizens to remain steadfast in their support for government.
It is no longer time for us to fight. Let's come together on a round table.
He appealed to the people of the North Central Zone and Benue State in particular to support the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, in his desire to serve the nation. The Civil Society Network for Good Governance is advocating citizen support to efforts of government towards sanitizing the oil and gas industry in Nigeria, especially regulations on curbing oil theft and losses through operational and administrative leakages. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
And women journalists have been described as a vital tool in the transformation agenda. This was the opinion of pastor of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Christ, the King Parish, and other members of the congregation at the National Thanksgiving Service of the National Association of Women Journalists in Abuja. Deborah Balagbubu was there.
The Nigerian Association of Women Journalists, NAWOJ, has existed for 33 years without an identifiable operational office. Now the association has acquired a permanent site to erect its national secretariat complex in Abuja. For the members, it could only be a feat achieved through God's intervention. They are here, therefore, to show gratitude to God. National President of NAWOJ, Ladi Bala, says it was an auspicious celebration for her and particularly for the association.
We want to see NAWOJ engaging with donor agencies, international organizations, and every other organization that is existing in Nigeria. And we also want to build the capacity of women journalists. And 2.5 years down the line, we realize that God has done this thing for us.
The steed was made possible through the efforts of some personalities who were recognized for their various roles.
It's a testimony that God has really answered my prayers, and this is the beginning of great things to happen.
Over the years, Nigerian women have proven in every strata of human development our capability to perform in any situation, in any office, in any responsibility that is bestowed on us.
Now Watch is one of the organizations that we need to empower, and I was vehement in it. Now I think this is the greatest privilege.
Nawaj prayed that more well-meaning individuals will support the association with the needed resources, especially as it prepares towards developing the permanent site of the Secretariat complex in Abuja. Deborah Balagbubu, NTA.
And congratulations to Nawaj there. Now, wife of the Niger State Governor, Fatima Umarabago, says she's ready to lead advocacy for the implementation of World Health Organization's recommendations on breastfeeding to reduce infant mortality in the state. Now, wife of the governor stated this at an event to commemorate the annual World Breastfeeding Week held at a primary healthcare facility in Mina, the Niger State capital. Fatima Usman reports.
World Breastfeeding Week is observed annually every first week of August to highlight the benefits of breastfeeding to both the mother and child. The theme for this year's week is Let's Make Breastfeeding and Work, thus shifting the focus on working mothers. It is in view of this that the World Health Organization called for the implementation of these recommendations that include extension of the maternity leave from the current 3 months to 6 months, establishment of crèches at workplaces for breastfeeding mothers, and increasing the centers for the management of malnutrition cases in communities. Wife of the Niger State Governor Fatima Umarabago expressed her readiness to champion an advocacy that will limit maternal and child mortality rates in the state.
More women are taking up employment opportunities to support the economy and livelihood of their families. And as such, they should be encouraged to continue breastfeeding while at work. I therefore appeal that the workplace should be breastfeeding friendly in terms of infrastructural designs and policy drive.
High points of the occasion was the presentation of prizes to 3 top exclusively breastfed babies and consolation prizes to 30 others. In Mina, I'm Fatima Usman, NTA News.
Director General of the National Agency for the Control of AIDS, NACA, says it is committed to getting a large number of Nigerians to take part in finding a common ground for change and support to achieve global target of ending HIV by 2030. This was at the National HIV Alignment Forum in Abuja. Our correspondent Basi Taekbang was there.
This meeting of the National Agency for the Control of AIDS and the representatives from the 36 states of the Federation and FCT is to improve efficiency and scale up HIV service coverage in the country. The forum also seeks increasing part of stakeholders' commitments to a restructured implementation of the HIV program in Nigeria towards achieving set targets.
We've started what we call alignment program the last 2 years. What that means is that we bring all implementers, whether they are local or they are foreign, under one national response. We make sure there are no duplication in terms of the services they provide at various states, and we make sure that there is one entity that continues to monitor progress and give us report.
It was an opportunity for states to speak out about their challenges and work out strategies that would enable the country to take responsibility for HIV response.
Why we are here today is the issue of ownership and sustainability of HIV response as far as the whole country is concerned. NACA has realized, and which is a reality.
The Forum of NACA and State Agency for the Control of AIDS is a critical decision-making and coordination platform for the national multi-sectoral HIV and AIDS response in Nigeria. Basi Taikbang, NTA News.
And NDLEA operatives have apprehended a fake couple attempting to travel to India with ingested cocaine and other concealed drugs. Now, the suspects were said to have been recruited through church connections with a promise of $5,000 for the woman and $2,000 for the man on successful delivery in India. NDLEA also intercepted consignments of heroin, meth, and cannabis, concealed various objects destined for New Zealand, Greece, and Hong Kong. In Kano State, 5 individuals were arrested with a large quantity of cannabis Additionally, tramadol, rofinol, Exol 5 pills, and codeine-based syrups were also seized from a suspect traveling from Onitsha to Abuja. And you're watching the news on Newsline tonight. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll bring you more stories.
Our economy is going through a tough patch, and you are being hurt by it, I know. The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there is not. If there were, I would have taken that route, as I came here to help, not to hurt the people and the nation that I love so dearly. I assure you, my fellow countrymen and women, that we are exiting the darkness to enter a new and glorious dawn.
Have you heard? Momo is turning 12 people who refer the highest number of friends into millionaires in the Momo Refer and Win promo. There is also over 200 million naira up for grabs. How do you win? Dial *671# to open a Momo account if you don't have one. Then select option 6 to refer everyone you know. Yes, I said everyone, because everyone deserves to be a millionaire. Make sure the person you refer opens a Momo account and buys airtime or data of at least 100 naira. The more people you refer, the more cash prizes you win every week, and you increase your chance of becoming a millionaire in the Momo Refer and Win promo. Promo runs from 15th June to 9th August 2023. Momo, better than cash.
Taste is key, and that's how we communicate. Best nourishment in every school. Mama, tasty mama, share the love. We all together. I love my mama. Tasty, nourishing, scooping.
Your Nutrilicious Bama is now available in sachet.
The National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, cordially invites the Commissioners of Information, all the Chief Executive Officers and General Managers of broadcast stations in Nigeria to a one-day broadcast stakeholders engagement forum. The forum will hold in 2 locations as follows. Northeast, Northwest and North Central geopolitical zones will hold on Monday, August 7th, 2023 at the Bristol Hotel Kano, Kano State. And Southeast, Southwest and South-South will hold on Wednesday, August 9th, 2023 at the Radisson Hotel, GRA, Ikeja, Lagos. The forum will start at 12 noon each day. Announcer, Malam Balarebe Shehu Ilela, Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
Discover Lipton's flavorful and balanced taste. We pick fine quality tea leaves from selected tea gardens around the world to give you Lipton Yellow Label's flavorful and balanced taste in every sip.
I'ma keep winning till the world stops spinning. I'ma keep winning till the world stops spinning. I'ma keep winning till the world stops. Independent women, let's go. Keep it up when we go. Winning till the world stops spinning. Keep up with me, come on, let's go. I'ma keep winning till the world stops spinning. Independent women, come on, now let's get in. I'ma keep winning till the world stops spinning. Africa, you feel me? Come on, now let's get in.
New styles from Darling. Find your beautiful.
When life is a little harder, we are here to lighten the load. Sidap Supreme Noodles is here for you. because only fine ingredients go into Sedap Supreme Chicken Essence to give it that truly delicious chicken taste. Sedap Supreme Tasty Chicken Noodles, capturing the supreme tasty chicken goodness. Come and taste the difference of Nigeria's real chicken essence noodles. Be Supreme Nigeria.